Hello, my friends. Happy Monday. Did you survive the weekend? Might be spring break for you and the kids. If so, may you have a good week ahead and may the kids not get on your nerves. Let's get into a solo edition of Bobby's Podcast. I was so grateful to have Megan from the radio. MeganOnTheRadio.com is where you can find her links. But Megan, she's just an icon and a legend. Of course, I had JP Black from KKFM on there, and I'll be having some more guests as we move through this thing. But man, I said the pop gods smiled on me last week, and that is for sure. So let's get to story number one. Selena Gomez has picked up some old man tendencies working with Steve Martin and Martin Short. If you don't know, she's on that show Murders in the Building. I forget which streaming platform it's on. But anyway, she says she reads the news with them and eats the same thing every day. She's also picked up more old man lingo. And I have to say, if you've not seen Steve Martin and Martin Short's comedy special on Netflix, you are missing out. They are absolutely funny together. And they kind of remind me of me and my old co-host Woody, the way we would kind of razz each other back and forth. Top tier comedy. Love this story. I love me some good reality TV. Flavor Flav and Tiffany New York Pollard top a list of the best reality stars of the 2000s. And I have to say, I agree with number one, the Tiffany New York one, because to me, she is so funny. She has so many lines that have stood like the test of 25 years so far. Flavor Flav is cool. I mean, he was known for Flavor Flav. I liked when he dated Brigitte Nielsen. I thought that was interesting when they did The Surreal Life. Followed by Snooki, who rounds out the list from Jersey Shore, and Kelly and Justin from season 1 of American Idol. Kelly Clarkson, she is definitely a reality star, but she's also like a top tier recording artist. She's now a TV show host. She's a mother. She's a mogul. Justin Guarini, I don't know what happened to him other than doing like the Dr. Pepper commercials, but hey, he's still got that money. Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren had plug-in underwear to help combat the Montana weather when they were filming 1923, which is the Yellowstone spinoff. Harrison says it was a 21 below with the wind chill factor, and I can't even imagine being as old as he is, because he's 85, even though he acts like he's 25, and being in that 21 below wind chill factor. I remember when I lived in Chicago, they always did the wind chill effect, and it was literally like 20 degrees colder than what it felt like. So props to them for braving the 1923 years. Fun fact about Grey's Anatomy, which has been on for, I don't know. I mean, I think that show's been on since I was a kid because my mom watched Grey's Anatomy. So Ellen Pompeo was upset that Patrick Dempsey was making more than her when they started Grey's Anatomy. But she says, quote, "I wasn't salty about him getting what he got. I was salty that they didn't value me as much as they valued him." And I'll say it. Equality in the workplace. Let's make men and women pay equal. I said what I said. Ooh. Child, listen to this one. Jay-Z and Beyonce are thinking about taking legal action and suing Kanye West for tweeting that their 7-year-old twins are mentally handicapped. He used the R word on Twitter. He did delete the tweet, but that ish lasts forever on the internet. He actually called them the R word. I can't even believe it. He said that they were the R word, or mentally handicapped, because they were created by artificial insemination. So either that, they're going to plan to launch a lawsuit against Kanye West, or they'll handle it privately. Either way, they're not going to stand for what he said. And I have to say, once you start going for kids and stuff like that, man, Kanye West, I don't know what's going on with him, but I feel like something bubbling is happening to him, and I don't know what's going to happen. He seems super erratic, and I know he was talking about being bipolar and all that stuff, but my goodness, homeboy needs some medication and some help fast. And I'll leave you with this story writing up Bobby's Popcast for today. Benson Boone. Please stay. That guy, you've heard him on the radio forever now doing that same song. He was doing an interview for an edition of Billboard magazine when he said he doesn't consider himself a sex symbol, which is very interesting because he relies a lot on his body and his fashion now. I always say he's kind of pulling from Harry Styles' aesthetic and kind of doing that gender bending, kind of cool, funky 70s glamour thing. And it's working for him. He's fit. He looks good. He sounds great. He's kind of the I would say, pop sex symbol right now. He says, obviously I like working out and I want to keep my physical shape because I need to, but I can't be a sex icon of the century because that's just not who I am. By the way, he did this interview shirtless. You ain't fooling anybody, Benson Boone. I love me a good shallow pop star. As always, thank you for streaming or watching another episode of Bobby's Popcast, wherever you get your streaming or visuals at Bobby's Popcast. I'm so grateful that you watch this, and I love what I do. And I want to shout out my sister because she was doing some AI research trying to help her big brother, and she says that I should come up with a tagline. So I'm actually going to give credit to Anthony Mackie, who is Falcon, Captain America right now in the new Marvel Cinematic Universe. And every time he did an action take, I saw this in behind the scenes of some movie that he did, I think Civil War. Every time he would do an action take, he would always say, "Cut the check." So I'm going to end you with Bobby's Podcast with "Cut the check."